Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. Let's have a look at the latest Colossal mission for Apocalypse. And it's been a little while since I've made a video. I have been playing a little bit less lately. I made the Max Lux from the Gintama collaboration, and that's about it. I've been playing the tower little by little, but they extended the time for that, so I don't need to play that super quickly. But yeah, new quest, definitely going to play this, definitely going to make a video about this. And then gimmicks here are warps and blocks, and then the separate life bars. You can actually bring characters without no warp, or without no block, or without either in some cases, if they have like a Slayer. So it's kind of an interesting quest as far as like which characters you can bring. There's a lot of possibilities for what you can do. And then some funky characters are sort of like the top of the heap. So like Ray here, or Titania, or Royce, Gaybold. Just weird characters that haven't really had a place to shine. Now they do, so it's pretty cool. It's a fun stage. But to talk about the team that I'm using, first is a Sandalphon. This is the evolution form. She's a bounce with no warp and no block. And since I got her, I had her in her ascension form, but just for this quest I put her to the evolution. And she's strong, very high stats, and then a strike shot which gets out pretty quickly, which gives her, you know, attack up. So basically, you want to use that strike shot as often as possible, just to get her in that, you know, greater strength state. Next up I'm using Ray. She is a bounce with a no warp only, so the blocks will kind of trip her up. But she has the AT field, so she can block some attacks. And she has Recovery M, so she can heal my other guys, you know, and get them out of the ghost state. She also has a strong bump combo, the Tri-Laser, lock-on Tri-Laser. And then a strike shot, which gives everybody barriers, so they can also, you know, block some attacks. And then my third character is my Hecaton Kale. I think it's the Ascension form. No, the Evolution form, sorry. He's a Pierce with a no warp, no block. And I think it's okay to use one character that is a Pierce, although the bounce characters are going to do more damage, just with their direct attacks. His job is to get around and then hit people's bump combos. And then finally my friend is Benzaiten. And this is one of the very few characters left that I don't have that I would like. So it might be worth pulling the Guardian's Hatcher for her. But she is a bounce with no block only, so the warps will kind of trip her up. But she does have an 8-turn null everything strike shot, so you can use that to get through the warps. And she also has a couple Slayers, the Counter Slayer and the Dark Slayer, so she'll be a good source of damage here. She also has a strong homing, so that's a good source of damage in this mission. And then here on the third stage, if you can actually get underneath the boss with a strong enough character, you can just go ahead and go straight for the boss without having to worry about everybody else around. So that's what I did with Sandalphon there. But basically what we want to do in this mission, we want to take down the shields first. They will send out the healing walls, and then those healing walls basically last forever, so we want to get those guys out. And then we want to get rid of the little guys around, and then we can do that with you know, direct attacks. And then usually the boss and the mini-boss, they will have a great multiplier to their defense. So we can't really damage them unless we are in these element areas. It's kind of a lightly shaded area. And then if your character is in that area and is getting a buff to its attack, it will have that kind of sparkling thing, just like Benzaiten does. So let's hit Benzaiten here, and then her bump combo will do extra damage because she is in there. And yeah, that's the main way that we're going to do damage to the mini-bosses and the bosses. So we want to position our guys with strong bump combos in those areas, and then hit them with the other characters. So yeah, that's kind of a new way of you know, playing a quest, which I thought was pretty fun. in some ways it's easier, in some ways it's harder than your average Colossal quest. It's harder because you do have to position your guys with strong bump combos in those areas. But it's easier because once you do that, then you just have to hit the guy and then you get good damage on the boss. Just like we did there with Ray's lock-on trident laser. Here with Benzaiten, let's use her strike shot. She'll get the null warp. And then she will get out Ray's buffed up tri-laser. And then some good damage from her direct attacks because she will be in the element area there. And then only light characters with their direct attacks or light element bump combos will get the boost from this element areas. So you can, of course, bring other characters into this mission, but they won't get the same boost if their bump combos are like green or red or something. So we do want to bring mostly light characters. Okay, so again, we'll want to get rid of the shields and then the little guys. And then kind of the positioning of the little guys and then the element areas are such that you can use your bounce characters to sort of, get in between the wall and the little guy, and then you'll end up in that element area. So the missions, they kind of set you up in order to do good damage to the mini-boss or the boss. Okay, we're going to use Sandalphon's strike shot. Not for any particular reason, but just to give her the power-up. And it is a strike shot that you want to use pretty much as possible. And she also has the strike shot reducer, so that makes it, able to get it out pretty often. So Ray and then Benzaiten are in great position. They're in the element area, and yeah, they can get their bump combos out, so with Hecatonkale, even though he's in the ghost form, we can get in there, hit those bump combos, and then take down the boss. And we also got some healing on him, so he'll be able to come back the next level. Okay, same deal here. We'll get rid of the Bizeres in the element areas, and then we'll use our bump combos to get rid of the golem, and then finally we'll use the bump combos to get rid of the boss. And of course there are the shields to get rid of as well. And then I would say, when you come into a new level, look at where your characters are, and then see who has like the best chance of ending up in an elemental area, and then maybe move so that they stay in there. Because if you don't have anybody in an elemental area, you can't really do good damage to the boss or mini-boss. So you always want to be aware of what's going on there. Okay, so we got rid of the two little guys. They will heal the boss and the mini-boss, so we definitely want to get rid of them first. Here I saw Ray was in the element area, so we'll hit her. So some decent damage on the two guys left. With Benzaiten, let's use a strike shot and go through the warp, hit Ray again. Excellent. Got rid of the golem, that's nice. Alright, and then I have two characters in the element area, so let's see if we can hit them. Okay, pretty good. With Ray, we'll just do a left and right. We'll try to end up in the elemental area. Okay, good. And with Hecatonkale, let's hit Ray again, get that laser out. Very good. Ouch. And here with Benzaiten, we don't have the strike shot, so let's jump into the warp, come out the other side, and then hit Ray's bump combo. Yeah, and there's few enough warps, and then they're not random, So it's pretty possible for us to bring characters without no warp and still get through it. Okay, second boss stage. Not a lot that Sandalphon can do here. She could try to go to hit Benzaiten to get that homing out, but I thought maybe I had a chance on the shield. Yeah, okay, the guide lied to me. And then there are no hearts in this mission, so there's a greater chance for the guide item, or the speed up item, or the attack up item to come out. And then a guide is pretty helpful here, since you do want to focus on your positioning. Okay, Benzaiten is in the element area, so let's hit her and get that bump combo out. Whoops, there goes Hekatonkeo. Okay, we'll take down one of the little guys with Benzaiten Strike Shot. Unfortunately, she did not end up in the element area, so... We'll see if we can take down one of these guys with Sandalphon. That's good. And then with Ray, let's use her Strike Shot. We'll heal anybody that we hit, that's normal, but we'll give barriers to whomever we hit. I was hoping to hit everybody, but we only got Sandalphon. That's okay. She is alive, and she's got the barrier, which blocks some damage to her. Alright, take down that other dragon. And then Ray, she does have a laser stop, and that poison laser is a laser, so if there was somebody behind Ray, she could actually protect them from that, so that's useful. Okay. And then here, both Benzaiten and Sandalphon are in the element area. Let's use a Sandalphon Strike Shot again, just because we can. We'll set off Benzaiten's homing bump combo, maybe get some healing in there. Okay. Again, unfortunately, nobody ended up in the element area, so I need to take some turns trying to get people back in there. With Ray, we'll just do some healing, and then maybe we'll nudge Benzaiten over. Not quite, but we did take down the shield, so that's some more healing for us. Alright, with Hekatonkeo, let's also do some healing, and then maybe nudge Sandalphon over. Okay, pretty good. So now both Benzaiten and Sandalphon are in the element area, so I can start doing damage to the boss. Let's use Benzaiten's Strike Shot again to get the null warp. Hopefully hit Sandalphon, do some damage to the boss, and good, okay. Oh, and Benzaiten also has Drain, so every time it's her turn and she has some life, she'll most likely get back up to full life, as long as you're hitting enemies. Okay, last stage. Looks a little similar to Armageddon's last stage. But with a Sandalphon here, I see that Benzaiten's in the element area, so let's go up and hit her. And, okay, take down a couple of guys, or take down one guy down there. With Ray, we'll come down, try to hit Benzaiten, but I didn't see that block there, so we won't hit her. But Ray will end up in the element area, so that's nice. Alright, with Hekatonkeo, let's try to get some more bump combos out. Very good. Some good direct damage to the Bizarral there in the middle as well. And then with Benzaiten here, we'll just do a left and right, and then we'll see how much damage we can do without the weak point. Okay, so that was enough to take him down actually, so that's pretty good. And we got a lot of HP back from the drain, and then healing walls come out, so we're looking okay. We need to get rid of that last Bizarre. Okay, good bump combo damage there. And then with Ray, we'll just do a shallow left to right, aiming down. So hopefully I can hit everybody, get some healing in, and then set off some bump combos. Okay, excellent. I don't know how I went through those blocks at the bottom there, but I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. Alright, so now it's just us and the boss. We'll hit some bump combos and then do some damage. Okay, nice guide here. So with Benzaiten, let's hit Sandalphon. And then she'll also end up in the element area, and so get some extra damage in from her direct attacks. Okay, pretty good. But I did nudge Sandalphon out of the element area, so she didn't get as much damage in there as she could have. Alright, Ray is in the element area, so let's hit her. We'll use a Sandalphon Strike Shot. And then that will give her power up for the next few turns, so that her bump combo will be even more powerful. And hopefully she ends up in the element area. Okay, perfect. Alright, with Ray, we'll try to hit Sandalphon, although she does not have null block, so I need to think about how I'm going to get up there. Oh, we made it. Alright. Okay, pretty good damage there. And with Hecatoncheir, let's pick up the follow-up Piercer from Sandalphon and take down the boss. Alright. Alright, so that was pretty fun. And then I could make the max luck with this team. My Hecatoncheir is a max luck. I just worry about that very first turn where I need to pinch in between those two shields, but otherwise, pretty good team, I think. And then as for the character of Apocalypse itself, it is a bounce with a no gravity barrier and no magic circles. So that makes her really good for Catastrophe. Although, I'm not super interested in making the max luck of Catastrophe, so I'm probably not going to make the max luck of Apocalypse. But because it is a fun mission and you can use so many different characters in there, I might go through and, you know, play it again. And then Apocalypse has a good bump combo. It's similar to the Kagutsuchi bump combo in the DS version of Monster Strike, which is where you hit her and then a copy of her goes out, and it's kind of like a mini command strike shot, so that's pretty cool. Alrighty, good luck with that, and we'll see you again. Take care.